Jets Ward.
Jets. What is going on, Jet fans? And welcome back to another episode of the Jets Ward. I am your host, Ryan Ward, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys. Got a fun one for you. But first, if you have been here before, welcome back. You know I love having you guys here. It's a great place to be because you guys keep coming back for more, and I appreciate you for that. And if you are new here, welcome. Whether you're a Jets fan of another NFL team, or just a casual NFL fan, you're always welcome here. It is a great place to be, and it is a safe space for you. Now, guys, oh boy, I'm expecting to get a lot of feedback for this one, but there's another quarterback that's been thrown into the mix that could possibly be an option for the New York Jets if they were to pursue this going into the offseason. The offseason is here now, that thanks to the Seattle Seahawks beating up on the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. So the offseason has officially begun. And there's a guy who is thinking about coming out of retirement and returning to football. And you might be asking who that is. Well, somebody the Jets could have been interested a couple years ago when they were going back on if they wanted Aaron Rodgers or this guy. And y'all probably know who that is by now. Derek Carr, former quarterback of the Raiders and most recently of the New Orleans Saints. He recently retired after the 2024 season. But why is he contemplating a return? Well, on his podcast with his brother David Carr, he's saying that he's fully healthy and that he has that itch to get back into the NFL and wants to play. Now, he retired as a Saint. He would have to be released from the contract or the Saints would have to trade him. And Derek Carr, when he was there, he didn't put up awful numbers, but he did not look the same, and it just didn't really work out there. I understand, different situation. He played with the Raiders most of his career, but he was very consistent with the Raiders. With the Saints, it just looked very up and down, and he was criticized a lot for putting his receivers in harm's way. Chris Olave, when he was there, had a ton of concussions when he was there, and Derek Carr got ripped a lot of it, was blamed for a lot of it. But let's look at the numbers. He's 34 years old currently. He's 6'3", 218 pounds. The last time he played was in 2024. He only played in 10 games. He was dealing with a concussion, dealing with an injury to his throwing hand, or I think it was his non-throwing hand. I think it was broken. But when he played in those 10 games, his completion per attempts, he was 189 completions per 279 attempts, had a completion percentage of a 67.7, threw for 2,145 yards, had 15 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, does not put the ball in harm's way a ton of time. He's actually pretty careful with the ball. And somebody who a lot of people could trust back there as a veteran bridge option nowadays. Now, continuing on, his rating was 101 and QBR of 60.2. Not bad numbers at all. But the reason he retired was a significant right shoulder injury that he would have required surgery for him. He didn't want to do the surgery, so he retired. But now he's saying that he's fully healthy. He's fully ready to go. He wants to get back into the league. Should the Jets take a shot on him? Honestly, if this was years ago, Derek Carr was the guy I wanted over the Aaron Rodgers signing or the Aaron Rodgers trade. But we ended up going with Aaron Rodgers. I was excited for it. He ended up going to the Saints. But Derek Carr, when he was there, like I said, didn't look like himself. There were some games where he looked very, very good, like the old Raiders type quarterback that he was when he brought them to the playoffs. But then there were times that he was missing really bad throws, like way off the mark. Now, after missing a year, can you really trust him to shake off that rust and be ready to go? Honestly, the Saints do have their quarterback in Tyler Shuck. They have a competent backup in Spencer Rattler. So they're set at quarterback. Derek Carr, I don't think they'd get anything in a trade unless a team was very desperate. And you could argue the Jets are, but I think there's other prospects that the Jets can go at, other avenues. I'm not comfortable taking a chance on Derek Carr at this point, especially after missing a year. I'd rather them trade capital for a Jacoby Brissett, try to sign Kirk Cousins in the offseason. If you want the new flashy quarterback, go all in on Malik Willis. But for a trade for Derek Carr, I don't think they're going to cut him. It would be a lot of money for the Saints if they cut him. So it's a very intriguing option, and I think he would fit the system. Frank Reich does like quarterbacks who are pocket passers or are very quick processing deep, middle, and short routes. And he likes the bigger quarterbacks too. So the 6'3", 218 pounds, I don't think it's a bad option. But is he really fully healthy? He says he is, but if he comes in and that shoulder is really seriously injured, it could set the Jets back a long time spending money on him. I think he's going to want a good amount of a good paycheck. So I understand the Jets have 3 first-round picks, but for next year, I would much rather them go for a Jacoby Brissett as a bridge quarterback or a Kirk Cousins. Even I would probably trust Tua Tagovailoa more than Derek Carr at this moment. And I understand how crazy that sounds. Kyler Murray too, I'd probably rather have. I know how crazy that sounds, but I trust them a little bit more than a guy who's been out of the league for a full year. And the last time he did play, had a concussion, injury to his non-throwing hand, serious injury that forced him to retire in his throwing shoulder. I understand Phillip Rivers came off the couch and looked okay for the Indianapolis Colts, but look at them. They didn't make the playoffs after starting fantastic with Daniel Jones. And now the Jets have the 16th overall pick because of that. So I don't think I would want the Jets to trade for Derek Carr. It's just not for me right now. But let me know what you guys think. Are you in the pool of wanting to trade for Derek Carr, or would you be interested in bringing him in as the starting quarterback of the New York Jets as a bridge quarterback for the next year or two? I'd love to hear from you guys. If you disagree with me, explain why. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. We are getting much closer to 3,000 subscribers, which is crazy to me. I couldn't do it without you guys. I appreciate you and love you for it. So we're getting closer to that. So please subscribe. Like I said, it really helps me out. Hit that bell for any notifications when I post videos as well, just so you stay up to date what's going on in the Jets ward. And follow me on X, Instagram, and on TikTok as well. I try to post all my videos and shorts there as well. And again, guys, I appreciate you. I love you guys. And I thank you so much for joining me in the JETS Jets Ward. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
The Jets Ward.